Hello, fellow compatriots, and welcome to yet another review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Toa Hagah. Now, these will be my entries for the Toa Hagah contest. No, this is not for the canonization contest. It's for another Toa Hagah contest that's happening over on Lucas Build's channel. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. Link in the description. But anyways, yeah, without any further ado, you may have seen these two already, so I'll gloss over them. But other than that, before we get into articulation and functions, let's figure out how tall these guys actually are. Alright, Toa Hagah stands roughly about 9 inches tall, and the centimeter measurement will be up in the corner. Alright, Koala's Toa of Ice stands roughly about 8.5 inches tall, and the centimeter measurement will be up in the corner. This is Toa Hagah Pooks, and he stands roughly about 7 3/4 of an inch tall. He is a short but chunker, and the centimeter measurement will be up in the corner. He's an absolute unit. And Toa Hagah of Earth, Manga, stands roughly about 8 inches tall, and the centimeter measurement will be up in the corner. Alright, fellow compatriots, let's go straight into... Who do we begin? Let's start with Hagah, like we did last time. Alright, so articulation-wise, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here. And now, due to the construction on ankles, you get side-to-side movement up and down. Lots of back, and plenty of tilt. Knees, despite the build down over here, you still get a full curl, which is nice. Bulging at the head, you get your wiggle waggle. You know, curious dog look. Looks up this far, looks down this far. Look left and right, just fine. Bulging over here, bulging over here, bulging over here. Now, due to these shoulders, of course, you can still rotate them 180. Arms go up. And also, you got a little bit of a butterfly. I don't think I mentioned this, but there is a little bit of butterfly as well that you can utilize. It's not much, but it's there. So yeah, you got that. And, of course, these flap up. And going over her, she wears the Master Clairvoyance, yet I used a Kanohi Evoki, you know, because it fit with the aesthetic of the build, you know, because you got, like, these elements here, along with the chest, you know, it blends well with the mask, with the swooping nature, and so forth. Plus the staff emulates the shield pretty well. This is 3D printed, and it still works. Also, Hagah is left-handed. She's left-handed. So, to show you how it works, of course, this can still attach just fine. You can take that off, put that in, and then, I believe, yeah, that goes in the top. Alright. And then you can put that in there, and you can just pull. And it should work. It's 3D printed, so mileage might vary. If I pull it hard, maybe it'll work. And it works. Let's start with Koalas, because you see this massive contraption here. But first, before anything, let's go ahead and take this off. There is a segment over here that you can also detach off of the vehicle, and that also acts as a shield. And you can put this element right here, plugs inside, and the torso is still dark blue with the trans orange eyes, because I like Ice Planet. I wanted to keep it Ice Planet, but due to the confusion that I've heard people having, not sure if this was supposed to be a Toa of Ice or a Toa of Electricity. I tried to subdue the colors significantly, so now he is light gray, kind of like Kopaka almost. Arm still swings, has about the same articulation as Hagah, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here, despite like the The shoulder pads, you can almost get it to a T-pose, but it's limited. Can go all the way around. There, due to the bolt joint, you get a little bit of play there. Not so much butterfly, unlike Gaki. So that's a little bit interesting. So yeah, there we go. And I know, like, he does not wear a mask of stealth. It just looks like a mask of stealth compared to the original mouse power. Now, for the vehicle, I wanted to go ahead and do something cool, because like his shield is supposed to be silver, and I wanted to do something simple, and it comes with a stand they could just plug in, and there's a Rutuka launcher in the front. But if you look in the back here, let me take the stand off. He has a... Oh, hold on. That's not supposed to be like that. There we go. I fixed it. It must have slid out. But anyways, he has a propeller in the bottom of his hoverboard. A big propeller that compresses. So it goes out like this far. But, of course, it can shrink. So, to show that again, here's it shrinking. There we go, it shrink. And it can spin very fast. Now, for him to actually ride on it, put the stand on. And then, you can have him stand on it. Normally, you can do that. You can have him stand on it normally. That is something you can do. And you can have him crouched a little bit, or so forth, you know, as he's leaning in. As you can see, there you go. However, what I like to do with him is not this, but rather you put him on one knee. I find it a little bit more dynamic, and due to the center of balance being lower, it's able to work with the stand a whole lot better, because that's how I designed it to be. So I'm sorry about that. But, and the hand goes in the front over here. Yeah! Koalas, don't lose your thigh. That will be bad. And then you got Koalas riding on his hoverboard made out of the corpse of a Sukarak. And you can still access the propeller. You can still access it from behind. You know, for a dramatic effect, if you want it to be that way, so that he can go whoosh, fly around if you want him to. It's very fun to fidget around with. Now, the Rutuka launcher is now in the front, so that when he flies, you can have him fire that Rutuka launcher, and I don't have to worry about it being 3D printed. That was very pitiful, but yet again, it's a Rutuka launcher. What do you expect? I didn't want to pull it too intensely because, like, I don't want to lose it. But yeah, so that is Koalas on his hoverboard. For next person up, Manga. Now, Manga also has a new function as well. To go ahead and go over that. But first, before we get into the function, it's a new function for the Metro build. Bulging here, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here, bulging here. Same on the other side, and a bulge joint at the head. You notice his head is attached here. You see a gear in there. So, what is this function? Well, you need to get him in a stance, right? Now, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be very crazy, so pay close attention. And you want to raise the... Oh, don't want to reveal the function just yet. So let me raise the arm like this. Yeah, I think I'll raise it about like that. That would be good. All right. And then you go ahead and grab the gear in the back, and you don't twist it. You do that. And he can do like a swinging motion. And I'll go ahead and raise the arm higher so you guys can see the movement in full effect. And you notice the head stays in place the entire time as he is swinging that staff. But, yeah, new function for a Mitru build. It's new. Is it the best? Maybe not. I don't know. I'll let you decide on that. But it's new. So, you have a arm swinging function there for your pleasure and enjoyment. You're welcome. And though he may have like have a mask that looks like the Mask of Clairvoyance, at least this is the one that Gavla made. I found out that it was a Mask of Clairvoyance. I did not knew. It looked like a road to me. I'm sorry, Gavla, but this looks like a road to me. I know you were trying to go for a Mask of Clairvoyance, but it really do look like a road. Which is the Mask of Truth, by the way. I'm sorry, Gavla. I'm sorry, but it really do look like a road. It really do. But it's still a good mask. Highly recommend it. It's nice. It's designed well. Good tolerances and all that. It just looks like a road to me. But yeah, so that is Manga right there. And now for Pooks. The big chunky Pooks. Now, let's go. Oh, wow. I'm too strong today. All right, so let's go into articulation. Bulge in here, joint here, bulge in here. Let's go into that in detail. So you get ankle tilt, back and forth, go up, go down. You get a bend at the knee, this much. You get forward, you get back. You can do the full splits, all that good stuff. Bulge in here, bulge in here, bulge in here. You can kind of make his, arm go straight, and it can bend 90 degrees, and the tubing does not impede the articulation at all. Matter of fact, it adds more friction. So the arms can go up about this far. Yet again, the shoulder pad bumps into the mask a little bit. Bull joint at the wrist, and you got a bull joint in the head, though it is limited due to, yet again, massive shoulder pads. But I kind of like the heavy duty look, so I'm not complaining too much. And of course, the function works. You swing the arm by a twist of the gear in the back, and it is friction. And I know Pooks is supposed to wear a mask of emulation. However, the mask of emulation kind of reminds me of a Kakama with its shaping, kind of. Instead of like vents, there is like extrusions. You know, so it's like a negative version of a Kakama. So that's why I picked the Kakama for Pooks. And I think it works. And that is all of them. Now, time for size comparisons. Now, you've seen size comparisons of these two in the past, so I won't go over that. You've already seen that. But I will do size comparisons of the other two. Here they are compared to good guy, the Chaz of Chads. He will be your husband. Whoop! Here they are with bad guy, and he will kill your husband. Whoop! Here they are comparing to a Tahunga build, so you get to see how tall they are compared to a Tahunga build. Whoop. Here they are compared to Amada build, so you get to see how tall they are compared to Tahu, Toa Hagah Fire. Here they are compared to Kirak, so you get a size comparison there. I picked Kirak because Koalas turned a Visorak into a hoverboard, so that's the size comparison there for you. Big spider, go snap, pinch, pinch, pinch. And last but not least, here they are with Iruni and Noir. They all look good together. Koalas is the most crazy of them all. His shield is actually a hoverboard. I made that up. That's not canon. But I mean, they all have like the same shields over and over and over again. So I don't want that to get too tiresome, so I mixed it up with Koalas. But they all work well. You know, they all have their different things. Though I will say I was considering and changing Iruni and Norik to have the same level of articulation as these guys have in their arms. But I'm a little nostalgic, so I kept the sets as they were. And I think that's acceptable. I mean, a lot of people like the arms as they are, yet they tried to add articulation to set arms by just adding a Technic socket and a ball joint directly to the gearbox. But I always find that a little bit clunky. You know, it works, but I find it a little clunky personally. But anyways, that is all for now. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you like this video, why not leave a like? And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to go ahead and follow me, any social media outlets, they'll be right on they'll be down in the description down below. Look at them passing by in front of Norik's face. You know, best way for you to go ahead and consume all these outlets that I'm at. But I believe that is all for now. I hope you all enjoyed, and like always, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.